I have to say, these two tofu recipes that I'm about to show you today that you make in an air fryer absolutely earned the stamp of approval from the most staunch tofu skeptics in my life. I feel it is a personal victory that I have to share with you guys. These recipes are so good, and I'm telling you, mastering tofu is really a lot easier than you might think. And if you got an air fryer, whew, trust me, you're good, you're golden, you're solid. You will rock these recipes. So if you're excited to get into these air fryer tofu recipes, which I hope you are, let's do that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button first, because I don't want you to miss out on other delicious plant-based, high-protein, healthy recipes like these ones that I post on the channel all the time. Let's get into the first recipe. Pesto lovers rejoice, because we are making pesto tofu. Pesto tofu, pesto tofu, pesto tofu. Good work. Why make pesto tofu? Well, I will tell you. This recipe is delicious, you guys. Seriously, it's fresh, it's herby, it's zippy, it's bitey, and oh my goodness. With the tofu hack I'm going to show you, you're just gonna die. This tofu recipe is so good. We're gonna be making this recipe in the style of like little cutlets. So these cutlets you can pretty much put into sandwiches. You can put them on top of pasta or serve it alongside of it. You can put them in wraps. You can eat it on its own. It is a super flavorful, high protein addition to like literally any meal. Now there's a bajillion ways to make pesto, and that I know. But my favorite way is just with good old delicious peppery fresh basil. You can do a combo though of basil and kale, basil and spinach. You can use no basil and just use kale or spinach, or really any green. You can use cilantro, any herb is fine. But I highly recommend basil, and you're gonna need 2 cups of packed basil or any other leafy green or herb, okay? You're gonna pluck off any of the big long stems or stalks, get rid of those or compost them, and you're just gonna load up, stuff the basil leaves right into the bowl of your food processor with the blade in it. Next, we're gonna add in some roasted pumpkin seeds or pepitas. I've got half a cup here. You could use pine nuts, but in my opinion, they are hella expensive, and that's like $10 for like half a cup of pine nuts. So I opt for a cheaper option. These just add, that kind of crunch factor that you would get from pine nuts, but for cheaper. We need some tang, we need some zippiness. So we're gonna add in the juice of half a lemon. This should be about 2 tablespoons or so. In lieu of Parmesan cheese, which is a pretty common pesto ingredient, I'm gonna be adding in some nutritional yeast. This does offer very similar kind of cheesy, savory, umami vibes, just without the dairy. And it adds extra protein and B vitamins, which is never a bad thing. You got to have the garlic, okay? So I've got 2 big honky cloves here. You can throw them in whole, but if you want to have the best chance of them blending in properly, just give them a real coarse rough chop and toss them in. Add a couple hefty pinches of salt to your taste, plus a few grinds of black pepper, and slap a lid on her. And then we're just going to pulse it a few times just to help kind of roughly chop and combine the ingredients. Then you can go ahead and start blending on high speed and slowly pour in the olive oil as it blends, just to help it emulsify real nicely. It should look something like this by the end of it, but if you find it's a little bit too chunky for your liking, you can always blend in 2 to 4 tablespoons of cold water as you go. Give it the old taste test. Make sure you're obsessed. Whoa, whoa. That is a pow right to the kisser. That is like breathtaking. Literally, like stole my breath. So good. My God, what a thing of beauty. Okay, pesto in a bowl. We're gonna set it aside for literally a couple minutes. Now here is my tofu hack for you that you simply must do when making this recipe. Use a block of previously frozen tofu. So when you buy your tofu, just freeze it, okay? What happens to it is that the liquid inside the block of tofu expands when it freezes, and then when it thaws out in the fridge, say the night before you make this recipe, the liquid that expanded kind of creates all these little air pockets inside, which I'll try to show you when I cut into it. But those air pockets are flavor sponges. They are little tiny pockets that accept flavor, okay? And they will basically permeate your block of tofu very nicely. So definitely do freeze your tofu if you can. Remember to before making this recipe. So what we're gonna do is we're going to first start by slicing our block of tofu into little quarters. So this way and then this way. Then you're gonna take each little quadrant that you have cut, you're gonna tip it over on its side, and depending on the thickness of your tofu, you might wanna cut it once or twice. So basically you wanna have 2 to 3 slices per each little quarter that you cut. So you'll have anywhere from 8 to 12 little slices of tofu, aka our little cutlets. Now we get to dress them up. Woohoo! So you're gonna grab yourself a large bowl, okay? We're going to transfer our little tofu cutlets. I guess cutlets maybe is not quite accurate. They're very small. We'll call them small cutlets. Right into the bowl. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna simply take about 1 tablespoon of a neutral oil. It could be anything. I'm just using sunflower. Just a real quick light drizzle. We're just going to give it all a real good, whoa, toss. That was acrobatic right there. That almost flew right out. I am causing a ruckus. We're gonna gently, not chaotically toss. Make sure every piece of that tofu is coated in oil. The oil is partially responsible for helping the tofu to crisp up in the air fryer, but the second part that's gonna help it crisp up is some cornstarch. I've got a couple tablespoons here, so now we're just going to sprinkle that in as evenly as we can and toss, like Glinda does her hair in Wicked. They should look something like this. Nicely coated. And if there's any extra cornstarch in the bottom, you can kind of just hold the tofu in place and just kind of dump the cornstarch out into the sink or something so that there's not a whole bunch left in the bottom of the bowl. Then we're gonna take that pesto. We're gonna take half of it, in fact, and we're going to just simply just kind of plop it right on top of the tofu. The other half we will be saving for a little later, which I will show you momentarily. And we're just going to now very gently kind of toss and coat, kind of spread that pesto over each piece of the tofu as best as you can. Once you feel pretty confident that each piece is coated in that pesto, like so, it can go on thick. Like, don't be afraid to have like thick layers, because that's extra flavor. We're gonna move on to air frying. So grab your air fryer basket and we're going to just line it with some parchment paper or an air fryer liner. Give it a really light spray of oil over the parchment, just so the tofu doesn't stick too much. And then just add your tofu slices in a single layer, filling up the basket. Ta-da! Man, if you guys could just smell the smells that I am smelling right now. Oh, you might now approach the air fryer and just pop her in. We're gonna cook it first for 12 minutes, and then once that time is over, we're simply just gonna quickly remove the basket. We're gonna flip each individual piece of tofu, pop it back in for another 10 to 12, maybe up to 15 minutes or so, basically just until the tofu has gotten a little bit more crispy, a little bit more golden around the edges, and it is going to, oh my God, just smell up your kitchen in the best way possible. That is what I'm talking about, baby. It's crispy, not like burnt, it's just golden, and oh my gosh. Wow, air fryers, I tell you. This one is such a freaking beast. That is perfection. But we're not quite done, no. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take however much tofu you want and you're gonna toss it with the rest of that pesto that we made, so that you get 2 basically layers of pesto. You get like this extra depth of flavor that you wouldn't get from just air frying the pesto, but you get pretty much 2 versions of the pesto to taste. You get the roasty, toasty, air fried pesto, and the fresh, zippy, raw pesto. Ooh, y'all, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Did you hear that crisp? Oh my God. The texture is absolute perfection. But before I even get to the texture, oh my God, the flavor. It is a total double whammy of pesto craziness happening in my mouth. Roasty, toasty, air fried pesto, which formed the most beautiful crust. With the raw pesto, oh my God. That is absolute perfection. And don't even get me started how this air fryer has absolutely like crisped this tofu to absolute perfection without burning it or overcooking it. Oh my God. Which brings me to the incredible sponsor of today's video, Tyhpur. Now you guys might have noticed something brand new on the counter here that you've not seen before on the channel, and that would be my new air fryer from Tyhpur. This one is called the Tyhpur Sink Air Fryer, and it's got a massive 8-quart basket that can be absolutely filled with food. Feed a whole family, I tell you. The inside is coated with non-toxic PFAS-free ceramic coating. And not only that, but this bad boy's got 9 built-in cook functions that can be used for so many different kinds of meals. You can air fry, bake, roast, preheat, reheat. But the real kicker is that it actually comes with a wireless thermometer. No other air fryer out there that I've ever seen has a wireless thermometer that connects right to the air fryer and can be controlled through an app on your phone. What? This girl right here, she buys a lot of plant-based roasts, especially during the holidays. And I am so excited to use the wireless probe to cook one of my plant-based roasts to pure perfection. And oh my God, I know it's gonna turn out so good. Like an air fried roast, oh my God. I dare say that the Tyhpur Air Fryer has put my Breville air fryer toaster oven, the one that you guys see all the time on the channel, to shame. I truly have never seen anything get so crispy so fast as what I saw today in that air fryer. I highly recommend you guys check out the Tyhpur Air Fryer if you're in the market for a new one. I got a 10% discount code that you can use with my shop link below. It's in the description. Check it out. Thanks again to Tyhpur for sponsoring today's video. Let's get right on to the second recipe. Y'all, we're making some teriyaki tofu. This girl right here loves teriyaki. I could eat teriyaki in all of its delicious forms. Teriyaki soy curls, teriyaki vegetables, teriyaki tofu. It's just so good. It's savory and sweet and sticky and spicy, if you want it to be, and garlicky. Just give it to me. It's so good. I'm very passionate about my teriyaki. Don't get between me and my teriyaki, okay? Now, this recipe only requires 9 ingredients. Like, that's it, just 9, and the prep, what prep? There's no prep. You just make it and it's done. It's just so easy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take yet another block of extra firm tofu. We're gonna rip it. We're just gonna rip it into little chunks like this and just tear it out. Just rip into it. Get rid of all of your existential rage. Just tear into it. Oh, it's so satisfying. It makes a nice sound. Oh, that's good. We want little nuggets, little chunks like this, right? Bite size. Now, again, pro tip, if you freeze your block of tofu, you know, like the night before, then you let it thaw out, it gets all like extra craggly and spongy, and it just makes it more crispy when you put it in the air fryer. Rage is gone now. Look at that. Look at all that beautifully ripped, torn apart tofu. And now we make our epic journey over to the air fryer. All you gotta do is yank open your air fryer. I just put a piece of parchment in, as I usually do, just to, you know, prevent as much mess as possible. We're gonna simply dump in the tofu. Dump it to crump it, okay? Spread it out to an even layer. That's not so hard, is it? We're gonna give her a real light, quick little spray with some cooking oil, just to help things get browned, a little crispy, a lot crispy actually. In she goes. We're just gonna turn this bad girl on. We've got it set to air fry. I'm gonna lower the temperature to 375. I'm gonna set the timer to, we're gonna start with 15 minutes and hit go. We're gonna check on it at the halfway point, about the 7 or 8 minute mark. Give it a little shake, add an extra spritz of oil if you want. We're gonna pop it back in, let it cook for another 7 or 8 minutes until it is delightfully golden and crispy AF. I know I said there's no prep, but it's basically no prep. All you're gonna do is chop up 2 green onions, easy peasy. You're gonna mince or grate like a teaspoon of ginger, a little more if you want it extra spicy, and mince a couple cloves of garlic, like 90 seconds of work. Righto, so I've just got a small little skillet heating up over medium heat. We're just basically gonna mix in all the sauce ingredients right in the pan, starting with a teaspoon of sesame oil. That's gonna give rich, nutty, delicious flavor. Plus a 1/4 cup of some soy sauce. This could be gluten-free soy sauce or tamari if you need it to be gluten-free. For a little bit of tang and acidity, we're gonna add in a tablespoon of some rice vinegar. And for the sweetness factor, we're gonna add in a tablespoon, actually 2 tablespoons, pardon me, of coconut sugar. You could always use brown sugar as well. Then we're just gonna plop in the minced ginger and garlic and give it a little whiskey, as we do around these parts. Just make sure all that coconut sugar gets dissolved. You can already see it starting to steam up. I just forgot, but I always like to add a pinch or two of some red chili flakes just for a little extra kick of spice, but this is optional. Once it's starting to get nice and steamy, as you see here, we're just going to take about a tablespoon of some cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. Make a real quick cornstarch slurry. Just whisk it up until the cornstarch dissolves. And we're just going to pour it directly into the sauce. You can turn the heat down to about medium-low, and we're just going to stir in the slurry and keep stirring until the sauce starts to get really nice and thick and shiny. It's gonna look really glossy, kind of something like this after only about 4 minutes. There we go. This is exactly what we want it to look like. It's thick, it's shiny, delicious. You want it to just kind of coat the tofu. All right, you can take this off the heat and set it aside until the tofu is out of the air fryer, which will only be like 1 more minute. All right, let's check her out. We are in a total of 18 minutes of cook time. Ooh, those look very, very bronzed and beautiful and bodacious. At the risk of burning myself, I'm gonna pluck one out. Oh my God, just to see how crispy it is. And holy crap, can you hear that? That crispy crunch factor? Whoa, that is top notch. So I'm just gonna take the parchment and kind of dump in the tofu like that, just to prevent myself from getting burned. But of course, a few of them stayed in the basket. Now all we gotta do is just, with a spatula or a spoon or something, just coat that tofu. Just toss it all around in that sauce until all of it is nice and glossy and shiny and teriyaki, baby. Lastly, I like to just give one final dusting of some toasted sesame seeds. I got about 2 tablespoons there, and a handful of those green onions. Give it a final quickie little toss. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God. Oh, mama. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Do you see this? Do you see this crazy action? This smells like it's straight out of a freaking restaurant. Oh my God. The crispy crunch factor. Oh my God. And the tangy, sweet, savory, everything. I am literally about to lose my mind. That is outstanding. Man, I don't know which recipe is better. Do I have to choose? It's like picking a favorite child. Can't they just both be my favorite? The recipes are linked down below in the description box. Don't forget to check out Tyhpur, and also make sure you like and subscribe to my channel below. I've got 2 more awesome tofu recipes for you to check out in this video right up here. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Ta-ta!